It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Taking a look at the Trail Blazers, their record has fallen off the pace they set last season. No team wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome everyone to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
You know, for Los Angeles, well, one of the big stories of the year. Already this team's been absolutely on fire, and it hasn't just been one game here or there. It's been a sustained effort.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything that anyone saw coming. You couldn't see it in the offseason or the preseason, but come out here in the beginning of the year and done something pretty special.
Brent, you played for 14 seasons. What kind of off-season training did you do personally to keep in shape?
I had a great trainer in Southern California that I would go home to every year and work on different things. It was funny, Kevin, because as you get a little bit older, you can be a little more specific with how you train. You understand how you're going to be used, the type of minutes you're going to play, so it can be a little bit more specialized. I'm not sure if I could tell you this, but I surfed a lot in the off season.
Balance.
Core, right?
Core balance.
All right,
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. Check box.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. At the 2, it's McCollum with Turner at the 3. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Here's McCollum following the basket by LeBron James. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Houston. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at the Lakers, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
And the basket by Lillard.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. We play just over a minute here in the first. It's good.
Pretty good concentration and focus right there from LeBron, draining a difficult contested jumper that time.
There's a good screen. Off the pick. And Portland again with the bucket.
Well, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Here's Hart. He's guarded by McCollum. Hart, that's good. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Kuzma against McCollum. Now here's Turner. He's tightly guarded. Stolen by McGee. Turner with the steal. And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, Nurkic is big enough to do that, isn't he?
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trailblazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense. Now in his 7th year with the Blazers, they've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
Hart, that's good.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
For Portland, they've gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. McCollum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's James. Makes it off the glass. LeBron's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Stolen by McGee. And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop. And James throws it down.
LeBron James in full speed right there. What size and skill coming down the lane.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Last season, LeBron James becoming just the 7th player ever to score 30,000 points in a career.
Well, he's like a rare steak, Kevin. Obviously, he's not done. Might have the best shot at catching Kareem when it's all said and done in terms of total points scored in the league. Maybe approach 40,000, but ultimately, he's definitely in the top 3.
Check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Lakers, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Trailblazers trail by 4. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic, deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Lillard. 13th in scoring and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's LeBron, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
When covered, LeBron James is one of the best shot makers in the history of the league, especially when he gets that close.
Here's Aminu, the slam dunk by Aminu.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense. Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one, Kevin. Tough to defend against.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance. That's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
And Aminu kicks to Lillard. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
LeBron's shot is good.
And he's made all 8 of his field goals here to start the game.
And so here's Portland, trailing by 2. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, and some of that loss was due to a lack of hustle, especially on the defensive end.
And there are games where an opponent gets aggressive. You got to raise your level of play. They failed to do that in this one.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
1:04 left to play in the first. McCollum with the screen on Ball. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
So much speculation last season on where LeBron would end up. The theories of which team would get his services seemed to change hour by hour, especially during free agency.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ingram's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Interesting to watch LeBron James at the line through the years. Has tried many different free throw strokes. Not a bad free throw shooter by any means, but always tinkering.
Now here's McCollum. We saw him with 39 points last game out. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Here's McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the court.
He gets that one. Ingram's got 5.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
Knocks it loose. The pass to Harkless. The Lakers with the rebound. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls, and of course, went on to win.
No doubt that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. It got them points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, you know, people are going to look to you first. You know, they're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, you know, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
A total team effort. Each guy looking to make the extra pass.
Well, as the coach of the team, you just can't ask for anything more. Obviously, this is propelling them to their advantage in the game.
The forwards are Ingram and LeBron. Rajon Rondo is out there with Ball, and it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Well, we've got great dunkers now. You played at a time when there were sensational dunkers in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys go over the top.
Including yourself, including yourself.
Too kind. Here's the money. Kevin, I think about those old, and we remember these, the old VHS tapes where you used to get like the dunk highlight tapes. Those are still
Sean Kemp.
Oh, so fresh in my mind.
Dr. J.
Dominique Wilkins over the top. MJ over everybody.
Young Vince Carter.
Kenny Skywalker. I mean, just the list goes on and on. But the best in-game dunker, I think it's pretty unanimous that Vince Carter still holds the title.
He's just gotten so much better at being able to pull up in traffic there off the dribble. Rondo can make the D pay if you fall asleep. And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Curry. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, it's not a secret that the strength of this ball club is in the backcourt. Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, these are one of the better pairings in the league in terms of their scoring, playmaking, and devastation that they can provide on the offensive end. Unfortunately, it has not gotten them to the point where they've gotten enough complementary players to go as far as they would like in the postseason.
The shot chart for LeBron.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
And so here's Portland. It's a 10-point game. Back to Aminu. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Aminu's got 10. And as great as the backcourt is for the Blazers, Brent, they know they need to add more.
Yeah, Evan Turner himself has said that we need more than just Dame and CJ, and the team has lacked a third scoring option for quite some time. The general manager said the roster is a work in progress, so we'll see if they can make some kind of changes to put them over the hump.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Curry against Rondo. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. On its way from Curry for 2, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Back to Leonard. That's tipped. Stolen by Zubac. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go.
And Ingram is just so long. I mean, he covers a ton of space and just so quick in transition.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Curry against Rondo. Poked away. It's stolen by Rondo. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
Great execution in the transition game. You can count on Rondo to run the break and find a way to capitalize.
Knocked away. Aminu, the pass to Leonard. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Beasley, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trail Blazers. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
In that matchup against the Bucks, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Brent, do you think individual defense is getting easier to measure with player tracking and advanced stats?
I don't. I think it's impossible for you to find some legitimate measurement of how much a player is truly impacting the game defensively. I think there's great indicators of combinations of players that are on the floor at the same time, that are working collectively and doing something to shut down another team's best offensive unit, but individually it's so hard to just put a number on what a guy is doing in terms of his total impact defensively.
So the eye test is not out of style.
I don't think so. I think we're getting better at the defensive metrics that are being used, Kevin, and I think that clearly we can see with some of the best wing defenders in the league, a Robertson, a Covington, that they're able to control their man, a Kawhi Leonard. They're able to impact the game defensively, but how are we quantifying that? We need to get better with it.
Here's McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And no one's slowing him down tonight. McCollum just too focused with this matchup.
Beasley outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Trailblazers trail by 20. Stolen by Zubac. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And that occasional brilliance of Rondo on display here, somehow, some way, figuring out a way to score through the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Josh Hart comes in for Caldwell Pope. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
To see the numbers for Nurkic. 4th in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Screen by Nurkic. It's stolen. And here we go. Lakers running again. And it's McGee with the jam.
That play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Knocks it loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Rondo's running, and the shot goes in. Rondo's got 16 points.
Really their own worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
The Trailblazers have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Three-pointer, Lillard, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, this is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner. And right now, he's gunning from deep range.
Rondo gets the bucket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Lillard outside. Over Rondo, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Rondo against Lillard. Outside Rondo, the tray, And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
The classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
And so it's Los Angeles with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Evan Turner, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
Yeah, we've seen highlights of the deep threes, and we know he can get to the rim, but McCollum's mid-range game, well, that's something special. Impressive there.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Portland's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Cullen passes to Nurkic, top of the key, and Portland again with the bucket.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
Well, CJ, one of those exemplary players that stayed all 4 years at Lehigh and then came into the league very, very polished and very ready for everything that the league was going to throw at him. Not just the defenses on the court, but the NBA lifestyle in general. And he learned to be a great leader here in Portland alongside Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and Ball constantly looking for ways to come up with steals. Outstanding at covering a lot of ground with his overall length.
Moment here now for an injury report. Now and up to...
Ooh.
Okay.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Here's Stevenson. Nurkic with the block.
Is this basketball or volleyball? Nurkic with the spike.
From deep. And the rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And here's Stevenson for 3, but they'll get another chance. From deep, drills the three-pointer. Stevenson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Nurkic dishes to Lillard. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Hart kicks the ball. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And Ball is a gifted shooter. Someone that excels at scoring the ball even when the coverage is tight.
Screen by Nurkic. There's the pick. Looking for Aminu. He gets it there. The slam dunk by Aminu.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
Lillard from outside, and another 3 for Portland.
Lillard producing right now and finding ways to torch this defense, just filling up the stat sheet.
Wasted no time on that one. 8 points for Lonzo Ball.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Shoots. And again, it's Portland converting. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
James checked in for Los Angeles. Stauskas is checked in for Portland. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. That's 29 points for LeBron. Portland's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Nurkic a screen on Stevenson. And the basket by McCollum.
Nice job of using the screen to create some space. McCollum's so heady in that situation.
And McGee kicks to LeBron. And they double up James. Pass to Kuzma. There's the triple. This one for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Number 5 is Lonzo Ball.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Stolen by Ball. Nurkic with the steal. And it's McCollum in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Here's the screen. James, an easy layup after coming off the pick. James has got 7 points for the quarter.
You got to do better than that, or at least try LeBron James. Just too strong, and a little contact is not going to go a long way.
And Ball slams it in.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Here's LeBron from the high post. And they pick up 2. McGee's got his second bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Tipped away. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And here's Los Angeles. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. It's game one of a 3-game road trip. Ball is the point with KCP at his side. Stevenson and LeBron, the veteran forward pair. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Leonard, the pass to Collins. Back to Leonard. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And still trying to polish this side of his game up. Leonard looking very comfortable on that move.
The shot's good from LeBron. James has got 38 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
There's the pick. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And the Lakers with some changes. Beasley comes in for LeBron. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. Tipped away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
And the basket by Lillard.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Rondo, good. Rondo's got 27.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending the lead.
Got that one up quick. 28 points for Lillard.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
And finished off by Collins.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Ball's knocked loose. Harkless dishes to Stauskas. There's a screen by Collins. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Damian Lillard.
Seth Curry.
For Los Angeles, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Beasley, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity, and that one is good from Zubac. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They get a hand on it. Curry against Rondo. Leonard with the screen on Rondo. Rondo against Curry. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Stauskas from the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Rondo's shot is good.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
There's a screen by Collins. There's the screen. Leonard with a screen on Beasley. With the teardrop, and it's Stauskas with the bucket inside.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Zubats, that's good. Trailblazers have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Curry against Rondo. Leonard the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, Myers Leonard at that size can look over the top of the defense, so a good job finding his teammates there.
Shot from 16. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by Rondo. And it's 6 points for Contavious Caldwell Pope. Portland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Stauskas kicks to Leonard. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Portland has possession. Leonard with the steal. Here's Stauskas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Stauskas has got 7 now in this quarter.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Layman's checked in. Portland's gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. Here's Curry. That one misses. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Beasley. Missile on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
We love the sneakers these players wear. Now so many different styles. A lot of different signature shoes out there.
I'm not really a sneakerhead myself, Kevin. I didn't really fall down that rabbit hole, but I know some guys in the league, and we've seen photos of their closets at home filled with
hundreds.
Not hundreds. I've seen guys pushing thousands of pairs of shoes. Now that is dedication.
Worth a lot of money.
No doubt about it. And some of the guys, Kevin, don those specialty sneakers in big-time games. And the one guy that comes to mind for me is P.J. Tucker. Lots of play from P.J. Tucker about some of the things that he strapped on last year during the final.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Rajon Rondo.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Here's Layman. Here's Stauskas. Dishes it to Leonard. Back to Stauskas. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. Here's Layman. He's guarded by Stevenson. Here's Collins. It's deflected. Goes back up. Leonard, great positioning on the putback.
I feel like when Myers Leonard plays significant minutes, he can get himself into the rhythm of the game. That's when a lot of his better offensive rebounding games come.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldrich, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.